For money. I broke up with my girlfriend the year she loved me most. When it happened, she dropped to her knees, sobbing, begging me not to leave. But I held back my tears and coldly, cruelly turned her away. Then, overnight, she became a star, one of the biggest singers in the country. But during a live stream, a sharp-eyed fan noticed something. Wait. Why does your silver bracelet look so tarnished? Is it fake? It was the gift I'd given Lily all those years ago when we were still together. Back then, I told her that if she ever reached a point where she couldn't take it anymore, she could sell it. I wanted her to chase her dreams. She was unlucky, really. At least I'd tricked her with a silver bracelet. It wasn't even worth a month's rent. Lily, half skeptical, cut the bracelet open and revealed the solid gold hidden beneath. 77 grams of gold, every cent I had saved that year. Love concealed under a layer of silver. She finally saw it, but by then, it was far too late. My old Twitter alt account hadn't been updated in 4 years. I'd even forgotten the password myself. Never thought the internet would dig it up. That account, I'd used it to document our love story. In the only video where my face wasn't shown, the camera panned over a homemade travel journal. This is the trip I've been planning. 42 landmarks, 29 cities. Once Lily and I have the money, we'll go together. Off camera, a girl's voice rang out, playful, a little whiny. That's so many places. How are we ever going to finish? Then my voice. If you don't want to, forget it. I'll just go alone. Lily rushed to respond, sweetly. Of course I want to. Wherever you go, I'll follow. Her voice was unmistakable. The love Lily and I once shared had become an open secret in the industry. Overnight, fans created a ship name for us, KP. Only thing was, 6 months ago, I'd openly declared in an interview that I was single. Obviously, Lily and I had long since ended what we had. The worst part? Fans stayed up all night combing through my Twitter. Shippers were crying their eyes out, laughing and sobbing at the same time. I scrolled through Twitter myself out of boredom. Plenty of overzealous fans took the opportunity, while we were trending, to plaster photos of Lily all over the search rankings. Best English Language Female Vocalist at the Golden Song Awards. Most Popular Female Singer of the Year at the Pop Music Awards. 10 golden songs on the Billboard charts. Her solo concert domestically. Highest ticket demand in the country. She'd become a blazing star in the music world. But I still remembered the girl sitting on the bed in that cramped apartment, cradling her guitar, singing her heart out. Her eyes fierce with determination. I'm going to make it, I swear. I'm going to make so much money. And when I do, whatever movie you want to make, I'll back you. Now, she'd actually done it. But our past, it had long since been swept away by time. Never to be found again. Maybe it's true what they say. Think of something all day, dream of it at night. That night, I couldn't sleep soundly. At the charity gala the next evening, I sat in the green room yawning non-stop, exhausted. Someone called out from behind, "Ethan." I turned. It was Summer Hayes, the up-and-coming actress, looking for me. I assumed she was coming to tell me about a schedule change. Instead, she shoved a handful of fruit candies into my hand. Eat some candy, it'll wake you up. Summer wore an elegant white evening gown. Sophisticated, poised, but her little clutch was stuffed full of colorful candies. It was honestly adorable. I couldn't help but smile. I unwrapped one and popped it into her mouth. You have some too. Summer held the candy between her lips. Her voice sweet. So good. In that instant, my heart stuttered. Summer and I had starred in a film together recently. She played the female lead. We had plenty of intimate scenes. Every time, she'd brush her lips softly against the male lead's mouth and whisper in that sultry voice, "Your lips taste so sweet." Those 2 words had practically given me a Pavlovian response. Heart racing every time. Thankfully, a crew member interrupted and saved me. Summer and I left the green room together. One turned left, the other right. In front of the cameras. We looked polite, professional. Like any pair of ordinary colleagues. So no one knew. That Summer had confessed her feelings to me 11 times. And I'd turned her down 11 times. I followed the crowd onto the stage, and as I approached, I tripped over a cable. I thought, great, Just great. One faceplant. And I'd be all over the news again. Suddenly, a small hand with slender fingers caught me. Ethan. Just 2 syllables, and my spine went rigid. Instinct told me to pull away. But she held on tighter. I turned, and met Lily's deep, familiar eyes. Ethan. She said my name softly. It's been so long. I forced a smile. It has. But is this really the place to reminisce? The story of Lily and me was blowing up all over the internet. Seeing this, countless cameras swung in our direction. Under the blinding flashes, I forced my expression into something camera-ready. Through gritted teeth, I said, "Lily, let go." Her cool hand brushed lightly against my wrist. Then, finally, she released me. But the warmth on my wrist lingered and left my thoughts in shambles. Over the past 4 years, Lily and I had little in common. Even when we attended the same events, we pretended not to know each other. So why wasn't she avoiding me this time? As expected, the gala ended, and Lily and I were trending again. A paparazzi shot was hailed by fans as a divine photo. In it, Lily and I gazed at each other, utterly transfixed. I wore a designer suit. She wore a red evening gown. We looked regal, perfectly matched. A spotlight hit our clasped hands just right. In Lily's eyes, there was a longing she couldn't hide. The shippers went absolutely feral. This couple is everything to me. Wait, I just fell down this rabbit hole yesterday. And today they're already in the same frame feeding us content? Who said we weren't going to eat well? Ethan and Lily need to get back together right now. The way she's looking at him, oh my God. If she looked at me like that even once, I'd be dragging her straight to the courthouse. They obviously haven't let go of each other. Just get back together already. I'll send a wedding gift. Wait, is no one curious how they broke up? I never expected to open Twitter and see myself trending. Then I got a DM from Lily. Are you there? I need to ask you something. 4 years ago, when we broke up, we deleted each other's contact info. Now, Twitter was the only way she could reach me. Lily wrote, Ethan, I've always wanted to ask you, do you regret breaking up back then? Regret? That question. I'd asked myself the same thing countless sleepless nights. The past Lily and I shared flickered through my mind like a carousel. But it always stopped at the same line. For money. Would you be willing to do anything? That question was like a fist through glass. Every beautiful moment shattered. I didn't regret it. Lily replied. But I do. I scoffed. You're messaging me from your main Twitter account. Aren't you afraid I'll expose you? Or use you for clout? Lily answered. I'm not afraid. Because you wouldn't do that. She was right. Even though the breakup was ugly, we'd never bothered each other over the years. Never dragged each other's names through the mud. All things considered, we were exes who'd at least kept some dignity. I was about to go to bed. My phone buzzed again. Another message from Lily. The anniversary of my father's death is coming up. Could you come with me? Just so he can rest in peace. I checked my phone calendar, December 3rd. I created a reminder. Visit Mr. Turner's grave. I replied. Okay. Every year on this day, the sky was overcast. Heavy enough to weigh on your heart. I brought a bouquet of white lilies. Met Lily at the cemetery gates, Mr. Turner. I'm sorry. The flowers are a little wilted today. Next time, I'll bring you something better. I placed the bouquet in front of the headstone. Then bowed deeply. Lily stood beside me, watching. Her eyes grew redder. Ethan. My father never wanted just a bouquet of flowers from you. He loved you like a son. But when he died, you didn't even come to see him one last time. And when we broke up, you just left. Just like that. You wiped out every trace of me. Ethan, you've always been so sure of yourself. How can you be this cruel? Thunder cracked overhead, and rain began to pour. Lily stood there in the downpour, looking utterly wrecked. I looked at her coldly. Did you ask me here just to yell at me? She asked. Have you visited my father at all these past few years? I said flatly. That's none of your business. I visit Mr. Turner because I'm grateful to him. It has nothing to do with you. Lily muttered. Perfect. A bitter smile twisted at the corner of her mouth. I pulled a bank card from my pocket. I agreed to meet you. To give this back. This card. Lily had someone deliver it to me 6 months ago. There was 50 million in it. When we were 19, we were so broke we couldn't even afford instant ramen. We lived on steamed buns dipped in pickles. I saw someone on TV win 50 million in the lottery. And I laughed and said, Lily? Wonder when we'll ever have 50 million? Back then, Lily was scraping the last bits of canned fish onto my steamed bun. Someday we will. I know it. Time changed everything. Our childhood dreams finally came true. At 26, Lily told me, this money, it's the promise I made you back then. You deserve it, take it. I ignored Lily's protests, shoved the card back into her bag. I can't accept this. There's no deserving or not deserving. If you have so much money you don't know what to do with it, donate it. I have money now too. I don't need yours. And about the trending topics, don't worry about it. It'll die down soon enough. From now on, unless it's important, don't contact me. My voice sounded calm, detached. But inside, I was anything but steady. I clenched my fists behind my back, not wanting her to see how shaken I was. As I turned to leave, Lily completely lost her composure. Ethan. She dropped heavily to her knees. Her tears hit the ground along with her. Do you really want to cut me out of your life that badly? You want us to go our separate ways? Like we never even knew each other? Something cold slid down my cheek. I couldn't tell if it was rain or tears. She kept going. When I saw the trending topic, that's when I found your old Twitter account. Do you have any idea how happy I was? I thought I'd finally seen what was in your heart. But now I'm not so sure anymore. Lily grabbed my hand and looked straight into my eyes. Ethan. Did you ever love me back then? Did you ever truly love me, even once? She stared into my eyes, as if she could see straight through to my soul. I smiled bitterly, and from start to finish, said nothing. She wanted an answer, but I refused to give one. I didn't understand, after all this time. Did it really even matter anymore whether I loved her or not? Lily, if you absolutely have to know, then go find it yourself. In all those sealed-up memories from so long ago. I'm sure you'll find the answer you're looking for. That night, Lily went live. As a talented singer-songwriter, she made more in royalties each year than anyone could count. The livestream wasn't about views or clout. It was simply to interact with her fans, to avoid any sensitive questions about other artists. Her manager specifically instructed her this time to skip the fan QA segment. Lily only talked about preparing her new album. But the comments were flying fast. People kept asking what her relationship with Ethan really was. Lily thought about how Ethan had reacted earlier that day. The anger had nowhere to go. She even considered saying something outrageous in the livestream, like announcing that Ethan was her boyfriend, creating the scandal herself, firsthand. Then even if Ethan wanted to clarify, it would be impossible to explain. That way, he'd be tied to her forever. No escape. The next second, Lily couldn't help but laugh at her own pettiness. If she dared to do that, they'd truly become enemies. In the flood of rapid-fire comments, Lily's sharp eyes caught one. Lily, why does your silver bracelet look so tarnished? Is it fake? Lily said. Someone gave this to me. There's no way it's fake. This bracelet. I'd given it to her before we broke up years ago. I told her, if you ever reach a point where you really can't take it anymore, just sell it. I hope you achieve your dreams. The silver bracelet was big, but not valuable, compared to Lily's closet full of designer jewelry and luxury bags. Those extravagant pieces. This one really wasn't worth showing off. Still, all these years, Lily had always worn it. Never took it off. As if her Ethan had never really left. The internet erupted in heated debate. Reluctantly, Lily took a tool and cut through the bracelet, revealing the gleaming gold beneath. Comments poured in. Silver-plated copper? That's a common fake. Lily got scammed. How much is a silver bracelet even worth? So cheap. Wait, why does that shine look like gold to me? You're joking. Who gives a gift with gold hidden inside? Lily didn't believe it. I wouldn't buy her a fake silver-plated copper bracelet. But it couldn't possibly be gold either. Gold was far too expensive. Given our financial situation back then, how could we have afforded it? A fan guided her. Gold and copper are soft. You can leave a nail mark or a tooth mark. Or after peeling off the silver, use fire to test it. If it turns black, it's copper. If it stays shining gold, it's pure gold. Lily hesitated, then followed the instructions. After going through the process, the comments exploded even more. Oh my god. It really is pure gold. Incredible. I've seen gold plated with silver before. But silver hiding gold? That's a first. Lily, who gave you this? That's so secretive. I want a friend who secretly gifts me gold too. Lily stared at the comments, frozen. Then snapped back to reality and grabbed a digital scale. The gold weighed a full 77 grams. Her voice trembled. How much was gold per gram 4 years ago? Lily did the math. About $300. $300. Lily whispered to herself. She felt strange. This cold bracelet. Why did it suddenly feel so hot she couldn't hold it? She kept reminding herself she was still live streaming. She covered her face with her hands, trying to calm her emotions, then returned to being that flawless, perfect star. But the emotions hit like a tidal wave. For the first time, Lily couldn't keep up appearances. She bowed her head. Tears spilled through her fingers. The comments instantly exploded. In the middle of the night, scrolling on my phone, I saw Lily's livestream trending. I didn't know how to describe what I felt. 4 years ago, every penny I'd saved went into buying that gold bracelet, hiding boundless love beneath a layer of silver. I hoped she'd discover it. But I also hoped she'd never reach the point where she'd have to sell it. I kept hoping, but never expected, that this secret would be revealed in front of millions of people. Lily, this is the answer you were desperately searching for. Are you satisfied? Tons of people flooded my comments asking questions. I didn't respond. Lily sent me so many messages. I ignored those too. A few days later was the film awards ceremony. I won Best Supporting Actor. But every interview question revolved around my ex. Honestly, I was annoyed. I'd worked my way up step by step on my own merit. Finally earned this award. But it was getting less attention than a past relationship. A reporter chased after me. Mr. Jong, was that bracelet a gift from you? I'd heard this question 100 times in the past few days. I was truly sick of it. Yes, I gave it to her. But that's all in the past. No need to bring it up again. I hope everyone will focus more on my work. Thank you, but I didn't expect that once I responded, it would only make the media chase me even more frantically. I was trying to escape. Summer suddenly pushed through the crowd and blocked their path in front of me. She winked at me. Hurry, go. The reporters wouldn't let up. Mr. Jong, are you considering getting back together with Lily? Summer blocked the reporters trying to chase me. Get back together? With what? It's so dry out lately, fire hazard season. Better be careful with those sparks. The reporters kept pushing. Hey, Mr. Jong, how did you and Lily break up back then? Do you regret it now? Summer said, stop asking. You've got spinach in your teeth. I ran and laughed at the same time. She really lived up to being a best actress who'd survived the entertainment industry. Spouting complete nonsense with a straight face. Plus she had major name recognition and fame. And the entire Hayes family empire backing her up. The media couldn't touch her. In the empty underground parking garage, Summer climbed into my nanny van. It was freezing outside. I handed her a cup of brown sugar ginger tea. Thanks for back there, Summer said. No big deal. The parking lot lights cast a warm, hazy glow. We sat side by side in the car. Steam rose from the ginger tea in our hands. Though we didn't say a word. Beside Summer, I always felt at peace. She hesitated a moment, then finally spoke. Are you going to get back together with her? I turned to look. Summer lowered her eyes. Her lashes trembled. She didn't dare meet my gaze. She was afraid. I took a sip of the hot tea. Flatly. No, I don't go back to my exes. Summer's expression immediately softened. She turned and stole a glance at me. When she realized I was looking back, she quickly looked away. She couldn't help but smile. Her ears flushed bright red. The sight made my heart soften. Summer, don't you want to ask me anything else? She said seriously. Comrade Ethan. Confession number 12. I'm still preparing. I smiled. All right. Then keep preparing. I looked out the window. The glass reflected the delicate silhouette of the person beside me. Summer, keep chasing me. I won't let you down. Wearing the wrong clothes for the season is genuinely inhumane. December weather. Standing all night in a thin suit. By the time I got home, I was burning up and shaking. Sure enough, I'd caught a fever. I took cold medicine for 2 days. Drifted in and out of sleep. In my dreams, I remembered again that I was an orphan. The director of the orphanage was a complete bastard. He abused the boys. When it was my turn to be preyed on, I kicked him hard in the shin. Ran for my life and was picked up by Mr. Turner. I became Lily's little brother. Later, Mr. Turner saw Lily and me holding hands tightly. He smiled broadly. A son works for me. A son-in-law works too. Either way, Ethan's family now. Lily dreamed of being a singer. I dreamed of being an actor. Those years when we were nobodies. We kept each other warm. Got through every brutal winter together. But happiness was always out of reach. And misfortune was inevitable. A few years later, Mr. Turner was diagnosed with late-stage pancreatic cancer. Around the same time, Lily got scammed by a recording company. Not only did she not get paid, she ended up in a copyright dispute. She didn't dare tell me. She just secretly sold all her music equipment. Worked construction during the day as a laborer. Sold fried rice in the evenings. Delivered takeout late at night. Scraping together money to pay for Mr. Turner's treatment and pay off debts. I don't remember how I found out. To protect Lily's pride, I pretended not to know. Went to every audition, took every role. As long as they paid, I'd do it. One director gave me a chance to play a small supporting role. But the day before filming, they suddenly added an explicit bedroom scene. The director said, "It's pretty graphic. If you can do it, do it. If not, we'll replace you." I sat by the flower bed, psyching myself up all afternoon. Finally made up my mind. Director, I'll do it. On the day of the shoot, I just finished filming that explicit scene. Broke out in a cold sweat all over. It took forever to catch my breath. The orphanage director's disgusting face kept flashing in my mind. I struggled to pull myself together. Then Lily called, crying. "Dad's not doing well. Ethan, please come home." There was one final scene that afternoon. A nobody like me. The crew wasn't going to wait around. If I didn't finish according to the contract, I wouldn't get paid a cent. I heard my own voice, nearly broken. "Lily. Just wait a little longer. I'll come right after we wrap." That night I caught the earliest flight. But I was still one step too late. Mr. Turner's last words before he died were, "Lily. Don't blame Ethan. He's a good kid. He's just suffered too much. Whether you're rich or poor later on, you have to be good to him. Support each other and live well." I buried my face in the hospital bed and sobbed. "Dad." Lily looked at me with red-rimmed eyes. "Don't call him that. You don't deserve to. Ethan, to you, my father wasn't even as important as your work." Was he? I endured the pain, shaking my head frantically. "That's not true. I just couldn't bear it. Couldn't bear to watch Lily's hands meant for piano, for guitar, rubbed raw and bloody by bricks, calloused over. Couldn't bear to watch her sell off her dreams, her whole body reeking of fried rice grease. Couldn't bear to see a musical talent trapped in debt with no way out. I thought when I got that paycheck, it would help her escape her struggles sooner. But I was wrong. Lily, she hated me. Maybe because I'd been late so many times. Maybe because of Mr. Turner's dying words. Lily and I reconciled. The day I got paid, I took her out to eat. Ordered 3 dishes. She laughed. "This extravagant? We won't survive later." I bragged. "I made $30,000. Not only am I treating you to dinner, I'm getting you a little gift too." I gave her the bracelet right there at the restaurant table. Lily had her pride. She'd never accept money from me. This was the only way I could disguise it. 3 months later, that film aired. Lily woke me up in the middle of the night. "Ethan, explain to me what the hell you were doing in this?" She was furious. I felt a little ashamed as I explained. I know it was a bit explicit, but the actress I worked with was very professional. The sensitive parts were just camera angles. I told you before. As an actor, sometimes you have to sacrifice for your art. I have my principles. And you said you didn't mind. That you wouldn't interfere with my work. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Apologizing first couldn't hurt. Lily stared at me for a long moment. Then suddenly laughed. Ethan, are you that desperate for money? For money, you'd do anything, and how are you any different from those men who sell their bodies out there? I stared at her. My heart felt like it was being carved up. Lily, how can you say that about me? Lily laughed coldly. Am I wrong? That was the first time I saw contempt and hatred in Lily's eyes. And disgust. I stood frozen. My whole body went rigid. Lily said, Ethan, I'm your girlfriend. You hid this from me and did these things. Do I even exist in your heart? Have you ever even considered me at all? My throat seized up. Even the last bit of strength I had to defend myself vanished. Whatever you say. That night she thought I was sleeping in the study. Actually, I stayed up all night packing. Left that apartment behind. When Lily woke up the next morning, she found the place half empty. And a text on her phone. Lily, let's break up. I left so decisively. Didn't leave any room for negotiation. Lily probably thought, if I could walk away that cruelly, I must have never truly loved her. We both held onto our pride. Neither of us reached out to the other again. 4 years passed. She became a famous, talented singer. I became the hottest young star. Successful careers, plenty of money. But we'd long since lost each other. In my haze, I thought I heard my phone ringing. I couldn't tell dream from reality. After answering, I said in a hoarse voice, You can't say that about me. I'm sick, I feel awful. I don't remember what the other person said. When I came to again, I felt someone holding my hand tightly. Summer touched my forehead. You're awake. Your lips are so dry. Can you sit up and drink some water? I sat up and wrapped my arms around her neck. Summer gently rubbed my back. Helped me calm down a little. I asked her, How did you get here? The moment the words left my mouth, I regretted them. I'd basically just admitted. I hadn't realized it was Summer who called. And that what I'd said wasn't meant for her. I wanted to let Summer go. But she only held me tighter. I felt a little embarrassed. I'm sorry, Summer said. Ethan, around me, you don't have to be so careful. Do what you want. Say what you want. No matter what your past is. I'll never stop liking you. Summer and I had worked together 4 times. Online, we had plenty of shippers. After the film awards, fans of the First Love CP and fans of the Heaven Sent CP argued heatedly. Some said Lily was the destined first love. Others said Summer was the Heaven Sent wife. The internet wanted to split me in half. 1/2 for each, thanks to 2 top-tier actresses. I, a second-tier male actor, was practically living on the trending page. I was sick for 3 days. Summer put her work on hold and stayed to take care of me for 3 days. Washing clothes, cooking meals, sweeping, mopping, bringing water, giving medicine. She was impossibly kind. She went to take a shower. My phone screen kept lighting up. I snuck a glance. Once I looked, I knew. Oh my God. Summer had registered an alt account to become a moderator for our CP fan community. The actual person leading the ship. If the fans found out about this, that would be something. Under Summer's devoted care, I'd almost fully recovered. Went into the kitchen to help her a bit. Then joked that, having a prestigious best actress as my nanny, I couldn't afford her. She popped a strawberry into my mouth. Why not? I'm very cheap. Just kiss me once, and I'll do whatever you say for the rest of my life. Summer was clearly joking. She satisfied her craving and grinned mischievously. A reckless impulse suddenly surged through me. I moved closer to her. Turn around. I have something to tell you. Before she could react, I planted a big kiss right on her face. It even made a loud smacking sound. Hurry up and stir fry. I'm starving. I grabbed the bowls and chopsticks and fled the scene. In the kitchen, after Summer recovered, she flushed bright red from her face to her neck. She took several deep breaths. Her face got even redder. Fine. I'll stir fry right now. Just keep stir frying, then add the cushion to stir fry too. I was a regular guest on a variety show. But the production team didn't tell me. That the surprise guest this episode was Lily. The director even hinted to me that I should interact more with Lily. The show's ratings would be higher. Fine, fine, fine. You win, you win. If I listen to you, I lose. Even though I tried my best to avoid Lily. Her eyes seemed glued to me. There was really no escaping. The livestream comments flew. Lily, your gaze is not innocent. I'm willing to sacrifice 30 years of my ex-boyfriend's life to have Lily and Ethan get back together right here, right now. Why do I feel like Ethan's hiding? Hiding? Ethan's clearly just not embarrassed. The new game on the show was, you have it, I don't. The rules. Except for the participant. Everyone else says something they think only they've done. Or have. If the participant has it too. The person who asked drinks. If the participant doesn't have it. The participant drinks. I was the game king on variety shows. Always fiercely competitive. It was my turn. Best Actress Jong said. I once ate in a bathroom. I have. Singer Han said. I once shaved my head bald. I have. The young guy said. I once ate my own boogers. I have too. The audience and director lost it laughing. Ethan, you're supposed to be a handsome heartthrob. This time your image is completely destroyed. When they broke up back then, was it because Lily caught Ethan eating boogers? Don't let the actual people's behavior surpass the fans. I'm dying of laughter. I love this type of handsome guy who's authentic and a little unhinged. Without Ethan, I'm not watching this show. I flipped my hair dramatically. Image, schmimage, what matters is not losing. It was Lily's turn. She said, I have a first love I can't let go of. The entire studio immediately fell silent. Countless curious eyes fixed on me, waiting for my reaction. Oh my God, this topic is so direct. Lily really can't hide anything. Am I hallucinating? Is this basically a confession? Yes, yes it is. Give me the broken mirror mended. Right now, even though the two CP fan camps fought fiercely. At the end of the day, more people still supported Lily and me. The entire internet knew Lily and I were each other's first loves. And over the years, neither of us had any dating rumors. Separated back then, now both successful. Still with feelings for each other. The long road to finding each other again. Finally, the broken mirror mended. This was the script everyone wanted to see. But I didn't like it. The female lead in my life's story was already someone else. Under everyone's gaze. I picked up my glass. I don't have that. Drained the drink in one gulp. I never meant to humiliate Lily. But if she insisted on selling these stories on camera, don't blame me for slapping her in the face. A few seconds of awkward silence. The young guy quickly jumped in to save it. Haha. Ethan finally lost for once. The kid's laugh was painfully awkward. Everyone gradually recovered. Right, right. Ethan is the undefeated champion on our show. Rare to see him lose. All right, next round. On camera, Lily's expression remained normal. But from my angle, I could see her fist clenched beneath her sleeve. Her nails had dug deep into her palm. Tonight, the First Love CP fans collectively had their hearts shattered. The Heaven Sent CP fans completely rose up. Please give our summer a chance to appear. Our show had 2 episodes per installment. After finishing the first recording, everyone gathered to eat and drink. Lily didn't eat at all. Just sat there drinking wine, glass after glass. As I came out of the restroom, she pulled me into an empty hallway. The smell of alcohol hit my face. I frowned. Your stomach's not good. Don't drink so much on an empty stomach. Years ago, Lily never took care of her health. She'd been hospitalized several times for acid reflux. I'd taken care of her day and night every time. She laughed, her eyes reddening. Ethan, are you worried about me? Do you still have feelings for me? Lily kept talking nonstop. I couldn't get a word in. Back then, you gave me all your money. After you moved away, how did you survive alone? I'm sorry, it was my sharp tongue. My Ethan is the purest, the kindest. I was crazy back then. To say such horrible things. Let's forget the past and start over. Now I have everything. I can give you everything. Ethan, come back to me? I licked my lips, feeling a bit helpless. Lily, I think you've misunderstood. I care about you. Only because I'll always be grateful to you and Mr. Turner. If you ever need help in the future, I'll try my best. But don't bring up romance again. Lily grabbed my sleeve, stubbornly refusing to let go. I don't believe it. All those years we had together. How can you just throw them away? My heart was in turmoil, beyond words. Years ago, Lily didn't believe I loved her. Now Lily didn't believe I didn't love her. Why? Could we never be on the same wavelength? Lily, let go. I have a girlfriend. She laughed. To reject me. You're making this up? Ethan, you're really going all out on me. Summer stepped out of the elevator at just the right moment. He's not lying to you. She draped her coat over me. You just recovered. Why are you dressed so light? I naturally wrapped my arm around her waist. What are you doing here? Summer giggled. I missed you so much. So I came to pick you up and take you home. Lily stared at Summer and me, trying to find cracks in our act. But everything looked completely natural. Lily, already flushed from the alcohol, her cheeks slightly pink, immediately paled 2 shades. Summer patted Lily's shoulder a bit too hard. Predecessor, you need to accept reality. Ethan sees you as family. We can all still get along in the future. If you keep clinging like this, you'll really lose whatever dignity you have left. Is that what you want? Lily said nothing, laughed miserably. Her lashes hung with glittering tears. Finally leaned against the wall and walked away. Her back looked like she'd made some grand decision. Summer's driver drove and dropped me off at the hotel. I was a bit worried. Did I come across too harsh up there? Though my place doesn't have a cat that does backflips. Summer curved her lips. It's fine. I can do backflips. Want me to show you? I was momentarily speechless. After we sat down on the sofa, I poured Summer a cup of hot water. Thanks for today, Summer said. Why so formal with me? From the moment I saw Lily's eyes at the banquet, I knew she'd definitely come looking for you. To make your escape easier, I texted you early. Summer, aren't you afraid I'm using you? Just treating you like a tool? She moved closer to me, close enough to feel each other's warm breath. Are you? I looked at her. What if I said yes? Summer looked at me seriously. Then a few seconds later, burst out laughing. Then so be it. She smiled and pulled my hand. Ethan, I'm willing to let you use me. If you can use me for the rest of your life. Isn't that just another form of being together? She made me laugh. What kind of nonsense is that? I gripped her hand tightly. Word by word, I said, Summer, I'm not using you. I've thought it through. Let's be together. Summer suddenly froze. Her mouth hung open. She couldn't say a single word. I tapped her chin. React, will you? Summer grabbed my hand, swallowed nervously. No. Confession number 12 has to come from me. Ethan, I like you. Do you want to be with me? I nodded. I do. Summer asked. Really? I nodded again. Really? Before, I was afraid my heart wasn't completely clear. That I couldn't be responsible for Summer's feelings. Now I understood myself completely. And I wasn't afraid to start the next chapter. Summer buried her face in my shoulder. Her voice choked up. Oh my God. How can I be this happy? I tilted her face up and kissed her. What about now? Summer was still crying. Now I'm deliriously happy. Ethan, feel my heart. It's about to jump out of my chest. The night lights glowed warmly. The atmosphere was intoxicating. I kissed her breathless. We were tangled up for a while. Summer suddenly remembered. Oh right. I haven't done that backflip for you yet. She really was someone who kept her word. I pulled her hand. Come demonstrate on the bed. When the alarm went off in the morning, Summer was in my arms. Good morning, baby. Her voice was slightly hoarse. She rubbed her soft head against my face. Like a big puppy being affectionate. Time to get up. We still have to shoot the show today. I took off my pajama top in front of the mirror, silently cursing Summer in my head. This person looked so gentle and sweet on the outside. So demure. But she was actually a wolf in sheep's clothing. Knowing I had to film the show, she didn't leave any marks on my face or neck. But everywhere my clothes could cover was unwatchable. Summer asked me, Ethan, do you think the predecessor will cause trouble today? Don't know. If she dares say anything out of line, I'll storm onto set myself. I left a kiss at the corner of her mouth. Okay, okay. My little assassin, be good and wait for me to finish work. Somehow that set Summer off again. And she held me down and bid me for another half day. Almost made me late for filming. This episode of the show featured guest performances. It was the live debut of Lily's new album. Except when she sang, she just kept staring at me. The song was called The One I Love Most. Every line of lyrics filled with longing, echoing forever. I sat below the stage like I was sitting on hot coals. Because of yesterday's drama, the show's popularity had jumped another level. So today the cameraman seemed to have a vendetta against me. The lens kept swinging back and forth between Lily and me, not missing a single expression on my face. Plenty of fans had their hearts shattered. But some fans persisted. As long as they're both still single, anything can happen. This album has 12 songs total. And she sang this one in front of Ethan. Lily, what are you thinking? Nothing else to say. Support Lily chasing her man. Ethan won't dare move. I'm about to cry. Lily going after him so boldly. Getting back together is just a matter of time. The consequence of such a public display was that afternoon, Summer stormed onto my set. I was drinking water in the lounge. Summer leaned against me, looking upset. Ethan. She's provoking me. She clearly doesn't take me seriously. Can we go public? Never mind. Summer sighed miserably. I'm not trying to pressure you. I'm just a little angry. I'll calm down in a bit. Ethan, don't feel conflicted. I'm fine. Tisk, 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 truly worthy of Best Actress. You get into character so fast. I played along and coaxed her. Let's go public. We'll go public. Neither of us relies on fame for survival. There's nothing to hide about being in love. Perhaps because I'd agreed. Summer left the makeup room, walking with the confidence of the main wife. While I was reading the script, Summer secretly went to find the director. When the director heard she wanted to appear, he grinned ear to ear. This guest normally wouldn't come even if we paid her. Today she's saying she'll be a free guest appearance. I'd be an idiot not to agree. Summer said, but I have one condition. Director, stop fixating on Ethan and Lily. And don't edit things misleadingly in post. They're fake. They can never get back together. The director said, but filming them gets high ratings. Besides, how do you know they can't get back together? Young people's relationship problems are hard to predict these days. Summer broke character. Of course I know. Because Ethan is my boyfriend. Expired CPs aren't interesting. Trust me, director. I can make the ratings skyrocket. During afternoon tea, Summer made her dazzling entrance. Oh my God, am I seeing things? Production team, you really know how to stir things up. This morning Lily sang a love song. And someone rushed over to claim her territory immediately. Go Summer. I don't care. First love is the most legitimate. Lily's expression looked particularly ugly. After Summer greeted each guest, she sat down next to me. I asked her, what are you doing here? Summer said, if I didn't show up, I was afraid fans would ship the wrong CP. My sixth sense told me. Summer definitely didn't come just to make a simple appearance. She was definitely planning something big. Everyone sat around a round table. Spin the bottle. The loser chooses truth or dare. The winner gives the question. First round, I lost. I chose truth. Ms. Zhang thought and asked, Ethan, is the person you like here? I nodded. Yes. Everyone at the table exchanged knowing smiles. Many eyes turned toward Lily. But the comments immediately turned into a war between the two fan camps. Summer also stared at Lily, pressing the massage button. I gently comforted the person beside me who was about to explode. Be good. Calm down. Second round, Summer lost. The young guy asked, Summer, do you like anyone? Summer nodded. Yes. Third round, Summer lost again. The young guy continued, Summer, is the person you like here? Summer said, of course. The cameraman was nearly worked to death. Between me and Summer, and Lily, 3 people, swinging the lens back and forth. Afraid of missing this rare 3-way showdown. Fourth round, Lily lost. Lily said, I choose dare. Summer stood up, smiled gently. Miss Turner, Your song this morning was beautiful. Please sing it again. Everyone was confused. Why would she actively help? Her rival promote her new song? Everyone looked at me. Why are you looking at me? I don't understand either. Lily calmly walked to the microphone. As her voice rang out, Summer took my hand and stepped onto the stage. Staff members brought out a huge bouquet of Ecuadorian spray roses. Her eyes were full of stars and smiles. Her gaze so brilliant it could melt me. Ethan, will you be my boyfriend? All the staff and guests were stunned. No one paid attention to Lily anymore. Every camera turned toward Summer and me. Amid the cheers filling the stage, I smiled and answered, yes. Summer pulled out a small velvet box. Put a watch on my wrist. I didn't know its origins, but it looked expensive. Summer hugged me, whispered in my ear, this is my family heirloom. Ethan, you can't escape now. The comments were stunned. Was Lily part of your game too? Current girlfriend confesses while ex sings. Summer, you really know how to go for the kill. I'm dying of laughter. Summer is so lucky. This bracelet. Summer auctioned it off. For 200 million. I can't play with you rich people. Our heaven-sent CP is the most legitimate. If you knew which CP I shipped, you'd think I'm lucky too. After filming Wrapped, everyone went to eat as usual. Lily said she wasn't feeling well and left early. At the dinner table, everyone offered congratulations. Summer was overjoyed beyond measure, toasting everyone in turn, like we were at a wedding. After getting home, showering, and getting into bed, after all the busyness, it was nearly 3 a.m. Today it had gotten cold again. Outside, wind howled and snow fell. Inside was warm and comfortable. Soft yellow night light glowing. On my left was a kitten, curled up sleeping soundly. On my right was Summer with her arms around my waist, her sleeping face peaceful and sweet. In that moment, I felt such a sense of home. This must be what happiness is. I kissed Summer's cheek, whispered to myself, I really want to. Right now, immediately, marry you. Summer suddenly stirred. She rolled over and burrowed into my arms, then went back to sleep. So did she hear that or not? After being glued together for a few days, we had to start working again. Summer and I both had films starting production. Whenever she had free time, Summer would drive to my set to visit, making everyone on set more familiar with her than with me. Occasionally scrolling through Twitter, I'd see news about Lily. Heard she was preparing for a concert. The newest venue opened in our hometown, Seattle. The newly built Seattle Stadium could hold 80,000 people. But tickets sold out in under 20 seconds. The day filming Wrapped and I went home. I received concert tickets Lily had sent. They were truly the best seats. No amount of money could buy them from scalpers. Summer asked if I wanted to go. I thought for a moment. Let's not. I don't want any more unnecessary rumors. And I hope Lily can move on from the past soon. 2 weeks later, I took Summer to the beach. The night wind whistled. The sound of waves was soothing. Countless fireworks lit up the quiet night sky. Witnessed and blessed by family and friends. I proposed to Summer. Hearing her say yes, I breathed a sigh of relief. Spun Summer around in circles. She thought I couldn't see her face, so I wouldn't notice she was crying. You fool, I decided a long time ago. You're the one I want to spend the rest of my life with. Lily's perspective. Ethan and Summer went public with their relationship on the show. The boulder in Lily's chest finally crashed to the ground. Everyone would find out sooner or later anyway, right? Her self-directed, self-acted performance would be exposed someday. She went home. Lily tortured herself, replaying over and over the breakup scene, replaying those 2 hurtful sentences. No one knew how much she hated herself. Ethan had been hurt as a child. He was actually very resistant to intimate contact with people he didn't know well. Filming intimate scenes. Ethan didn't know how long he had to psyche himself up. Lily hadn't been disgusted with him. She just hated herself for being incapable. For making her boyfriend suffer like that to earn money. But the angry words that came out. Why did they turn out so cruel? After that, Lily wanted to wait until she succeeded. Then chase him back. But Ethan never gave her that chance. Lily finally realized that hurtful words, once spoken, create consequences that can never be undone. She and Ethan were over forever. The final stop of Lily's solo concert tour was deliberately chosen for Seattle. It was the city where she and Ethan had grown up. Years ago in that cramped apartment, Lily had promised, "If I ever get to hold a solo concert, Ethan, I'll save the best seats for you." The boy had smiled brilliantly. "Then I'll be waiting, my future superstar." Lily was afraid Ethan wouldn't come on his own, so she deliberately sent 2 tickets. At the concert venue, Lily kept looking at the front row, at the 2 empty seats right in the center. With every song she finished, her heart grew a little colder. By the time the concert reached its final stages, the person she was waiting for still hadn't appeared. Let it go, Lily told herself. Ethan had a new life now. Those old promises were just her own one-sided dreams. Time to stop here. Lily thought she'd finally let go. But when the concert ended, she checked Twitter and broke down crying. The top trending topic was Ethan's successful proposal to Summer. The 2 of them embraced by the ocean. Countless family and friends witnessing and blessing them. Summer even showed off a diamond ring as big as a pigeon's egg. That night, Lily sat alone on her balcony in the wind. Bottle after bottle of wine, drinking recklessly. Her stomach hurt so badly she couldn't stand. She curled up in the corner of a wall and cried alone. In her haze, she seemed to see that boy sitting beside her again. She reached out, touched it, and the illusion immediately burst like a bubble. "I miss you so much, Ethan." Only now did Lily fully realize. Her Ethan was never coming back. He was about to marry someone else. Trapped in memories, unable to move forward. That was only her, Lily. Ethan's perspective. "After Summer and I finished our wedding, we spent a year on our honeymoon. Before departing, I took Summer to visit Mr. Turner. The old man who watched the cemetery gate greeted me, 'Young man, visiting your father again?' I nodded. 'Yes. How's your health been lately?' The old man laughed heartily. 'Good, very good. And this is—' I held Summer's hand. 'My wife.' The old man said with a smile, 'Oh, wonderful. You 2 young people look perfect together.' The old man insisted on giving red envelopes to Summer and me. We couldn't refuse, so we had to accept. I wiped Mr. Turner's headstone clean. 'Mr. Turner, this is my wife. Her name is Summer Hayes. I brought her to meet you. Now we've both made something of ourselves. We're both doing well. Lily and I weren't meant to be husband and wife. But we'll always be family. We'll still support each other. If you're watching from above, you can rest easy now.' Summer bowed 3 times with me. 'Mr. Turner, please rest assured. I'll take very good care of Ethan.' As we turned to leave, I glimpsed a familiar figure in the distance. She was hiding behind a tree. Probably didn't want me to notice her. Then I'd let her have that. I made a completely new honeymoon plan. Over the course of a year, Summer and I traveled to so many places. We watched the spectacular night view at Victoria Harbor, kissed beside Heaven Lake in the Cascades, watched the most beautiful sunrise and sunset from Mount Rainier's Peak, on a cruise around the San Juan Islands. We vowed to be together forever. In our free time, Summer and I both filmed travel videos, posted them on Twitter. People online teased, "His lens has people, food, and scenery. But Summer's lens only has him. It's like she taped the camera to him." Heaven sent CP. Fans competed to exclaim, "Shipped the right couple." Every day feels like a celebration. Of course, Summer stopped pretending too, and straight up exposed herself. She directly revealed her Twitter alt account. She'd been a CP community moderator all along. "Our real-life couple is the best." Lily's perspective. That day, Lily ran into Ethan at the cemetery gates. With Summer, she didn't dare approach and greet them. Just watched from afar, seeing Ethan talking with the old gatekeeper. She also went over to chat. The old man didn't know celebrities. He just saw them all as ordinary young people. He said, "That young man, years ago I had a sudden heart attack. And he's the one who rushed me to the emergency room. Even paid the hospital deposit for me. He's this old man's lifesaver. And a poor kid too. Lost his father early. Heard he only had a sister to live with. He comes every year to honor his father, rain or shine. But things are good now. Found himself a partner. His wife looks like she treats him especially well. That young man's finally found happiness after all his suffering. Lily sat down in front of her father's headstone. Sat there until evening. She reached out and touched the stone. Hard and cold. No warmth at all. After a long time, she choked out, "Dad, I lost Ethan." Ethan had new happiness now. And she would probably taste loneliness forever. This was the price for one cruel sentence. 2 years later, Ethan and Summer had a daughter. Lily gathered all her courage to attend the baby's first-month celebration. But Ethan and Summer not only didn't kick her out, they welcomed her warmly instead. Lily held their daughter. Her big eyes looked especially like Ethan's. Round black pupils. Like an exquisite doll. Before coming, Lily had thought that if Ethan wasn't happy, she'd stop at nothing to steal him away from Summer. But meeting Ethan in person, seeing his complexion even better than before marriage, she knew Summer truly took excellent care of him. They were truly perfect together. Lily prepared a thick red envelope for the baby. "A small token from me. Please accept it for her." Before leaving, Ethan gave her a large box of cookies. Summer baked them. "They're delicious. Try them." Summer also said, "Drop by when you're free. Come visit often." Seeing how generous and sincere they were, and thinking of her own petty thoughts about stealing someone's husband, Lily immediately felt so ashamed she wanted to crawl into a hole. Ethan walked her downstairs, smiled and patted her shoulder. "Lily, you need to be happy too." On the way home, Lily kept thinking, "From now on, without Ethan, how can I ever be happy?" 6 months later, Lily made a surprising decision. When Ethan and Summer asked about her future plans, she actually hadn't figured it out yet. But right now, there was one thing she really wanted to do. Lily returned to their old apartment, pulled out the travel journal Ethan had made years ago. Following the itinerary in it, she traveled to each destination alone. 42 landmarks, 29 cities. This was Ethan's wish from years ago. She'd fulfill it on behalf of the boy in another timeline. Complete a dream. Let all the regrets of the past completely dissolve. When this journey ended, her life should look forward to the end.